Shit. Here it is. Fuck. What the? I got it, Jeff. I was about half asleep there for a little while this evening. I got you. How's it going, guys? Getting started here in just a second. Been a long day. Baseball season's in full swing. 2 games scheduled today. Well, had 3 games scheduled today. Youngest son had a scrimmage that got canceled. My older son had a doubleheader. So it was a fun day. My older boys' team got beat 2 times in a doubleheader, and they're not looking so good. It's been a rough season so far. 0-8, I think. The Wilmington College Quakers. My boy was good today. He only pitched 2 innings, but they were scoreless. And then we went to, my wife needed a new car, so we went to test drive vehicles. And that turned into a several-hour process. The test drive turned into a purchase. So, busy day. Got me thinking my busy days are more like Frank the Tank, telling going to Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond. Wasn't sure if there was time. And while I was in the car dealership, I was playing with AI. I put one of the pictures up on the group page, but I made that picture. It looks pretty awesome. Looks like me and TJ and Cam were smashing Lamar, Shador, and Burrow. ChatGPT, Al said it's almost too easy, and he is right because I can't do anything on a computer. I didn't even type that. I just told it out loud to make me a picture, and it did it. I don't know if y'all play with ChatGPT, but it's some fun stuff. I called a buddy that makes T-shirts, asking if he could put it on one for me, and he hasn't responded yet. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. Be a sweet T-shirt though. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. A little chilly today, but altogether not too bad. Go back for more baseball tomorrow. See if they can't grab their first win of the season. It's highly doubtful. Guys, I'm just going to write this first one out, and then we'll break it. I forgot the iPad upstairs. We'll have to run up and grab it. Just realized it's awesome. All right, guys, sorry about that. Hold on just a second. I'll run up and grab my iPad, and then we'll get this show on the road. All right, we've got two of them filled from Facebook tonight. We'll try a live fill when we're done. All right. We had crazy wind yesterday. It was too windy to do anything. I got a new kiddie pool. Not sure what neighbor it blew in from, but landed in my yard, so I think it's mine. 5 times. Thought I got some new shutters. Turned out they were my own. Blew right off my house. Made it less cool. We're going with 5 tonight. Multiply everything by 5. Get boxes in a minute. It's been an interesting year weather-wise so far. Here in Ohio, we've had snow, rain, wind, cold, warm. That was all last week, by the way. It's crazy. All right, guys. First break listed tonight. First up, we had Zach, San Francisco, and the Jets. Al, Detroit, Atlanta. Zach, Kansas City, Jacksonville. What's up, Thomas? Jesse, Cincy. Green Bay. Al, Pittsburgh. Buffalo. Scott, Tampa Bay. Miami. Dave, Philly and Cleveland. Tennessee and Houston. Al, Dallas. Minnesota. Everything's pretty good. No complaints right now. Bill, Chicago. Carolina. Al, Rams. Broncos. Jesse, Vegas. Arizona. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Jonathan L., New Orleans. Baltimore. Bill, Giants and Seahawks. Washington, New England. And Vlad, the Colts. Thank you. And the Chargers. All right, break number 1. Zach, San Francisco and the Jets. Al, Detroit, Atlanta. Zach, Kansas City, Jacksonville. Jesse, Cincy, Green Bay. Al, Pittsburgh, Buffalo. Scott, Tampa Bay, Miami. Dave, Philly, Tennessee, Cleveland, and Houston. Al, Dallas, Minnesota. Bill, Chicago, Carolina. Al, Rams, Broncos. Jesse, Vegas, Arizona. Jonathan L., New Orleans, Baltimore. Bill, Giants, Commanders, Seahawks, and Patriots. And Vlad, Indy, and the Chargers. All right, guys, these are 2 boxers. Let's get us a couple boxes. I think we got around 90 boxes up there tonight. If we hit a box, God damn it, that was previously opened, I will hit it one more time. All right, maybe do that a little harder than normal. All right, 5 times. Let's get us 2 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. We got 87 and 92. And I randomized that list 5 times. 87, 92. Let me go check. Got them both. $87 and 92. All right, we'll start with 92. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Shit. First out, it's Houston, the Texans. Fanatics authenticated. Who got Houston? Dave. Dave with the Texans. Got the shield. And There it is. Signed him on the top. That's going to be the Hall of Fame wide receiver. I think he was the second greatest Texan of them all. Andre Johnson. Going to Dave. Nice hit, Dave. All right, box number 2 is box 87. Good luck. Pretty crazy free agency this year. Kyler, just anytime. Oh my gosh. Going to Minnesota, Arizona going to Jesse. This is kind of crazy. Beckett authenticated both earpieces, and you'll never believe this. I said Kyler just as I read the helmet. It's crazy. What are the odds? Nice hit, Jesse. Kyler Murray. I was surprised how quick he went to the Vikings. I think he signed for $1.2 million. I'm sure he's still getting some serious money from Arizona, but that could be a steal for the Vikings. Get a quarterback that didn't come from Michigan for $1.2 million. I think I'd do that in half a heartbeat. Jesse says up for trade. I'll hang on to it, Jesse, if you want me to. See if we can get some offers. If you need me to send you pictures or anything, just let me know. Or I can send the helmet. Up to you. Trey Hendrickson leaving Cincy. I was glad to see Trey leave Cincy. I was disappointed to see Trey go to Baltimore. Cincinnati's adding a few free agents. I'm not sure about Moye. They gave him $20 million, but he wasn't even a starter for his team last year. It doesn't mean he's not good, of course, because I'm not an NFL scout, but the Bengals don't really have NFL scouts either, so who knows? Just found it interesting. I thought they got a good safety, though. I thought Pittsburgh did pretty good picking up Rico Dowdle. I think I would have rather them hang on to Kenneth Gainwell, but can't win them all. Could make for an interesting NFL season. Seems like a lot more people bouncing around in free agency than the last few years. And then the trade deadline gets a lot more trades than it used to. It makes it hard to keep a series updated. Green Bay. And Jeff with the Dolphins. All right. We're ready to go on this one. As soon as this one's over, I'll put up a 2-box live fill. We can do one or two. Cowboys picked up Sam Howell. I saw the Cowboys are trying to get Max Crosby. A little dirty Baltimore. Kind of an asshole move to trade for Max Crosby and then drop him when they realize they can get Trey Hendrickson for less and keep their draft picks. Guess it's not illegal, but short and friendly. Dave, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Philly, Chicago, Chargers, Texans. Bill, San Francisco, Dallas, and Detroit. New England, Arizona, Tennessee. Would have been interesting if Baltimore had got them both. Scott, Tampa Bay and Cincinnati. Carolina and Seattle. Bill, Indy. Denver. Al, Rams, Vikings, Bills, and Packers. We got Cleveland, Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. Cleveland, Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. Tyler, Las Vegas, Washington. Jerry's got some money, that's for sure. Vlad, Giants, Jets. And Jeff got Miami for the close. Gets New Orleans. All right, in this one, we got Dave, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Philly, Chicago, Chargers, and Texans. Bill, San Fran, Dallas, Detroit, New England, Arizona, Tennessee. Scott, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Carolina, Seattle. Bill, Indy, Denver. Al, Rams, Browns, Vikings, Ravens, Bills, Jags, Packers, and Falcons. Tyler, Vegas, Washington. Vlad, Giants, Jets. And Jeff, Miami and New Orleans. All right, let's get us two more boxes. Tell you what, spring baseball sucks. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 75 degrees. We got one game. Going to go at noon wearing shorts, feeling good about myself and thinking I'm getting my legs tanned. Today, I wore 2 pairs of socks, sweatpants under my pants, 3 layers of coat or hoodies, whatever you want to say, and I was chilly. We got 26 and 71. Let's see, 26 and 71. Got them both. Randomized that list 5 times. Yeah, gotta love spring baseball. We were cold all day today. Tomorrow's going to be beautiful. And I think next week is cold again. $26 and $71. I hate this weather too. I'm ready for spring, like a real spring. It'll be great. All right, gonna start out box 26. Good luck, fellas. Man, I'm looking at myself in the camera. I think it adds 40 pounds. Goodness. Forgot this one was in there. Atlanta. Al. Al, I did not know this one was in there when we were talking the other day. Beckett authenticated. It's funny. Just something me and Al were talking about. There he is. The quarterback, Michael Penix. I think they're giving up on him a little early. Or I think he'll come back in once Tua has a concussion and do well. On the throwback. Nice hit, Al. Michael Penix. It's hilarious. All right, box 71. Good luck. Like I said, fellas, I'll try a live fill right after this. It'll be a 2-box. If we do it quickly, we can do another one. Well, we'll see. Atlanta doubling up on one break. Good grief. On the Eclipse. That's the way to do it. Beckett authenticated both earpieces and this one. Got the tight end. Just traded for a Penix. Nice. Kyle Pitts. Nice hit, Al. Penix and Pitts. The Killer Peas. That's not a thing, but maybe it could have been. All right. Let me get him typed in, fellas. We'll try live fill. There it is. This baseball season's been a little bit different for me. This is my last baseball season where both of my boys are playing. I got Elliott, Kansas City. I don't think my younger son's going to play in college. He's plenty good enough, but I don't think he's going to. This is my older son's last year. I highly doubt he's good enough to move on. Bill B, Detroit. So after 18 or 19 years, something like that, I won't have youth baseball next year, or lower than pro, I guess. Bill laid on Kansas City. Dustin, Tampa Bay. Because of that, I am kind of a pitching coach for my cousin's kids' team. Tyler, Cincinnati. A little different than what I'm used to, but it's fun. Bill, San Francisco. Because my kids are playing, I don't go to their games. I just go to their practices. Johnny 5, the Rams. Where are the Rams? 12 years old. I haven't coached 12-year-olds in quite a while. Elliott, the Giants. Tyler, Las Vegas. Bill, Dallas. Bill, you also got Chicago. It's kind of bringing back memories of all the things that I've done and said to torture my children while we're playing baseball. Jeff Z, Miami. Most of the kids really like me except for my own. My own like me at home, but as a coach, man, they thought they were getting daddy ball. Instead, they got their daddy's ball, and it was rough. I was mean to them. I'd yell at them. All the other kids, nope. And Johnny 5, Pittsburgh, and Zach, Indy. All right, we've got 3 spots left. We got Arizona. There's Kurt Warner. Green Bay, Buffalo, Philly's got a Saquon. Minnesota got an authentic Fran Tarkenton. Tennessee, God, who they have? I don't know who they have. Seattle, there's a Sam Darnold. The Jets, I forgot. Denver, New England. Cleveland's got a Myles Garrett. New Orleans has a Drew Brees. Washington has Joe Theismann. The Falcons, let's see, Pitts, Penix, and I do not remember the other ones in there. Carolina, I know there's a Chuba. Jacksonville, let's say, don't remember. Baltimore's got a Ray Lewis. Chargers, and Houston has an Ohio State C.J. Stroud. See something you can't live without, shout it out. These back is taken. Front is open. I'll go ahead and get our boxes. I think we'll get him filled. I remember my older son, when he was 10 years old, he had pitched the worst game of his life. We were leaving, and some lady, she's so nice to him. She said, "Great game tonight, Brad." And it was not a great game. And he just kind of shrugged his shoulders because he was upset we got past. I remember him getting in trouble. I was like, "Boy, if that lady's nice enough to lie to you, you be nice enough to say thank you." And he actually brought that up today when we were eating after the game. But poor kid. He's got horror stories of mountain visits that he wished never happened. 5. We're going 85 and 9. I see 9. Ocho Cinco. I cannot see that far. I do not think it's there, but I'm going to check. We've got 9. And I'll check on 85. Don't have an 85. Have to get a different one. $17. Let me see. 13, 16, 10, 0, 12. Damn. No 17. 23. Got a 23. So 9 and 23. Nine and 23 with 3 spots left. Shit. There it is, guys. $22 for an individual team in this 2-boxer. What kind of elbow surgery did you have? Get you some Tommy John. Out for the season. Bill, Minnesota. Bill S., Minnesota. Zach, New Orleans. Bill B., Buffalo. Buffalo. Mark, Houston. Dustin, Washington. Looks like Tom's going to close us. Tom closes us with Cleveland. Appreciate that, fellas. Washington goes out. So there should be 13 randoms going in the bag. 3 3, 7, 11, 13. 13 in the bag. Here we go. We got Elliott, Kansas City, Tennessee. My younger son, when he played 8U baseball, he started when he was 6. Bill B, Detroit, Atlanta. I remember there was this boy who was, the way our town plays, it's like 8 through 10, Atlanta. And there was this little boy who was 9, and he pushed my son. Didn't knock him down or nothing, but my son was bigger than him. And he hit him and knocked him down. He pushed him down. It was pretty funny. Dustin, Tampa Bay, Philly. I don't know if you ever coach youth sports, but there's one kid on every team that you wish wasn't on the team. Tyler, Cincy. Not because of skill or anything, and LA and the Chargers, not because of skill, but because they're kind of jerks. Bill S, San Francisco, Denver. My boy knocked him right down. Never forget that. Johnny 5, the Rams, Ravens. That boy said, Ben knocked me down. Yeah, Ben knocked me down. I was like, yeah, Ben. I was like, okay. Well, all the older boys on the team come running over telling me that Ben got hit first. And I explained to that kid that if you put your hands on a person, you have to expect their hands to be put back on you. And I thought he was going to cry his eyes out. Elliott, Giants, Jags. Didn't know what else to say. Tyler, Vegas, New England. Bill, Dallas and Chicago. Jets, Seahawks. Jeff, Miami. Green Bay. Johnny 5, Pittsburgh. Carolina. And Zach, Indy. Get you Arizona. All right, guys. This is going to be our last one of the night. We got Elliott, Kansas City, Tennessee. Bill B, Detroit, Atlanta. Dustin, Tampa Bay, Philly. Tyler, Cincy and the Chargers. Bill S, San Fran, Denver. Johnny 5, Rams, Ravens. Elliott, Giants, Jags. Tyler, Vegas, New England. Bill S, Dallas, Chicago, Jets, and Seahawks. Jeff Z, Miami, Green Bay. Johnny 5, Pittsburgh, Carolina. Zach, Indy, Arizona. Bill S, Minnesota. Zach, New Orleans. Bill B, Buffalo. Mark, Houston. And Dustin, Washington. Tom closed us up with Cleveland. All right, guys, 2 more to go here. We got box 23 coming up first. Good luck. Chicago. The Bears. Bubble wrap in there. The Bears. Chicago went to Bill. Bill S. Schwartz authenticated. Both earpieces in. There it is. I think he got traded. I believe I don't remember what team he went to. That is going to be DeAndre Swift. Nice hit, Bill. I don't remember what team. Did he go to Houston? Is that where he ended up? For some reason I cannot remember. But DeAndre Swift. You're welcome, Bill. Nice hit. on the Bears. All right, guys. Last box of the night. Box number 9. Cleveland. On to Tom. Tom, it's been a while since I shipped to you. Let me know if that address changed. Both earpieces. That is Beckett. Authenticated. And there he is. The best Brown on the team. Number 95. My guess is he's the boogeyman in Mason Rudolph's Nightmares. That's Myles Garrett. Nice hit, Tom. Myles Garrett on the Cleveland Browns. Beautiful hit. You're welcome. All right, guys. That does it for the night. We had Andre Johnson, Kyler Murray, Michael Penix, Kyle Pitts, DeAndre Swift, and Chasing Him Forever. Nice. Feels good when a chase finishes with success. And Myles Garrett closed us off. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I will not be back on Thursday unless we get a rain out. I'll keep you informed. My oldest son has a baseball game scheduled for Thursday. We'll just have to see how it goes. If I don't go on Thursday, we might do Friday or Sunday as well as Saturday. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a great week. And come back next time. I appreciate the fills this time. I had fun. Hope you did too. And I will see you next time.